What is up, Karatics? Welcome back to the Crew 2. So it's definitely been a while since I've made a Crew 2 video, but today they added in the C7 Corvette ZR1, and honestly I couldn't resist getting online to check out the car with you guys. So here it is, very expensive car. So in game it's around $1 million, which is just nuts. To buy it, currently you have to purchase the Elite Bundle Pack, which costs about $1.6 million with the season pass. So definitely very expensive to get your hands on the brand new Corvette ZR1, even though the C8 came out, which we have in the game as well, as you can see right here. So this is like pretty much the first wide body C7 Corvette we have in game. We've had the C7 Stingray in the game since day one of the game, but we never got the Z06 or the Grand Sport. So this is pretty much the first kind of performance C7 we have in game, which is pretty crazy. We did receive the C6 ZR1 in one of the past updates, which was an awesome car. That one was in the street category. But the new ZR1, they put it in the hypercar class for some reason. And I know it has a ton of power and all that, but I mean, is this really a hypercar? I don't think so. But that just goes to show the performance of this car. It's so crazy that they threw it in the hypercar class. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. We're going to check out all the customization, take it outside for a stock top speed run, then a maxed out top speed run with the double nitrous perk to see how fast we can get this thing to go. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll start off with the manufacturer colors. So we have the Sebring Orange. This car is pretty much dressed up with the Sebring Orange package. Now the car is not perfect. I can point out a few little mistakes that they made. For example, let me go here. If we walk over to the front badge here, you'll see that the badge has the black surround. That means it has the black badges. Now, the hood badge is the Chrome ZR1 badge. That should be black if the front emblem is black. We go here to the back. Also supposed to be black instead of chrome. That's just me being nitpicky. Also, the brake calipers as part of this package are supposed to be orange, but that's easily fixable if you will change the caliper color and the customization. But other than that, I think they did a phenomenal job. Let's pop the door here. Very nice. They got all the bronze. That's all part of the Sebring package. Love that. Very nice. Now, they gave us the convertible model. I would have preferred the coupe with the Targa removable top. I feel like the convertible honestly just looks ugly in my opinion. It's just cut off and it just doesn't look too great. But the front end of this car looks absolutely aggressive and nice. But anyways, let's go ahead and go back to the manufacturer colors. So we have the Sebring Orange, of course. We have the silver, Arctic white, dark blue, brighter blue, like a bluish silver looking color, gray, darker gray. We got the yellow, black. Black looks amazing on this car. Same orange we already have, the red, and of course the darker red. So I'm gonna go with actually something a little different, kind of similar to this color here. We're gonna go to metallic, and then I kind of want to do something kind of similar to, go here, something similar to like the Jetstream blue from the C6 ZR1. I feel like this is probably the closest we can get, this metallic color right here. Alright, now moving on to visual parts. Of course, we're going to make that all match. So we have hood options. So you have carbon fiber stock. Then you have these giant heat extractors, which are a little bit too much in my opinion. And then all of it carbon. That's a big yikes in my opinion. Yeah, it's a little too much. I prefer the center carbon. I feel like this is way too much carbon. And then these vents look like, I don't even know. That's just ridiculous. We're going to leave that the way it is. Moving on to the front bumper. You have like the little eyelid covers that people usually get like vinyl and they put that on there. It looks pretty cool. Personally, I'm not a fan, but some people are. And then you got a tinted stock headlight version of that. Okay. Then you have the, oh look at that, so it adds on the little winglets on the sides. That's part of a ZTK package. And then it paints it all primary color. All the little headlight options. Then you got full carbon version of that. And it gives you like a little center stripe over the middle vent. Now this is kind of funny. People started doing this to the ZR1s. A lot of owners, they started putting this little vinyl here because they felt that the car just looked weird with the middle vent section and then a tiny one underneath. So they did this to make it look like one giant vent, which I kind of prefer, if I'm being honest. I think it looks a lot better. Then of course you have all the different headlight options. Then you got the primary color on the edge. Okay, I guess. And then, whoa, we got a carbon version of that. And then you got some, wow, some aftermarket bumper they came up with. That's different. Personally not a fan of that. I think the ZTK, maybe with the color on here, I think that looks pretty good. And I definitely like it with the stock headlights. The tinted looks a little bit too much. Yeah, I like that. Oh, but you lose a little center sticker. I like the little center vinyl. You can probably add it in with the vinyl editor, but I mean it's already on there. Let's do this one with the stock headlights. Let's do that. 10 grand. All right, wheels. So these are the only stock wheel options you have. Even on the real car, you have chrome. You have silver, and then you have black, which is what we have here. I like the stock wheels on this car. I think they fit it pretty well. You know, obviously you can go crazy. I think like these wheels would look pretty good on here too. There's like the C6 ZR1 wheels, but I feel like these, you know, they really fit the car, the stock ones. So, and we got the Corvette center caps too, which you lose. So I'm gonna keep that. Next up, caliper color. I'm gonna go blue. Try to make a match. Nice. Next up, side mirrors. You can do carbon. Okay, so on the real car, you can do a metallic black on the mirrors. Here you can do carbon fiber, which I guess is pretty nice. We'll do that. Side skirts. So you have the stock carbon with a little stripe. Then here you have, I guess, just gloss black. Okay. And here you have the blue. Okay, so I guess we'll go with the black, even though the little line is pretty cool. I like that. But it doesn't really match our front splitter. That's a bit of thinking there. That's why we probably should have gone with that line on the front splitter, even though we lose that center vinyl. But you know what? Let's do this one, the stock one, and then let's go back and let's add the bumper with the line. I think that looks a little better. Yeah, kind of matches up. I like that. Okay, that's a little better. Alright, moving on to rear wing. So you have the stock ZTK package, giant rear wing, which looks absolutely amazing. Yes, this is stock on this car, which is just incredible. And then you have this giant rear spoiler mounted through the rear bumper. Then you have a bigger version of that. Personally not a fan. I like the stock one. That's I think it's perfect for this car. Right, rear bumper. So you have tinted stock tail lights. You have the bezels around the tail lights primary color. Then you have this like weird exhaust look. Not a fan of that. Keep on going. Then you got a giant looking Lamborghini exhaust. This kind of looks like the Aventador exhaust. That looks a little strange. And then boom, you have this diffuser. So there's a company, I forgot the name of the company in the aftermarket, but they make this diffuser for the real C7. A lot of C7 owners, they end up putting this on their cars aftermarket, and it looks pretty cool. I like that. It's kind of funny how they took a popular mod that Corvette owners do, and they put it in the game. It's pretty cool. I like that. Moving on, we have the entire back end in carbon fiber, which that's just strange. Alright, so we'll do this. The only thing I wish this had was maybe the whole back end should have been carbon fiber, just for the rear bumper section. Pretty much all the black parts should have been carbon fiber, and that would have been sick. But I mean, we're lucky we even got this cool looking diffuser, which I really like. So I'm definitely gonna do that with the stock tail lights. That looks amazing. Next up, moving on to the interior. So we definitely got to get rid of this orange because it doesn't match our blue. So here are all the different interior color options. Going here. And then obviously once you select one, you can tone it down. So we'll go here and then we'll tone it down 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So I'm gonna do this one where it's just blue stitching. Absolutely love that. I think that looks great. Interior materials. So you have the leather, and then you can do the contrast suede where it does the center of the seats, the steering wheel, and all that. I think that looks pretty good. So we'll do the suede, and then interior inserts. Oh wow, so you can get rid of all the bronze and put silver, like the normal ZR1s that are not Sebring package. Okay. You can do carbon fiber. That's a ton of carbon fiber, a little bit too much in my opinion, because we already have carbon on the dash and the steering wheel. You're going to add even more. It's just a little bit too much. Then you got wood trim. Oh god, I don't know who would put that on there, but and then gloss black. Okay. I think we'll do a silver, kind of revert it to the way it's supposed to be. We'll do that. $8,000 with everything. And that's pretty much it. Not bad. Not bad. I think the diffuser in the back looks amazing too. The black mirrors. I really wish this thing was coupe. The convertible looks a little strange. Alright, in terms of performance, so it doesn't always expand all the stats. So what I like to do is throw a brake upgrade on there, and then we can sort of see all the stats. Obviously ignore the brake stat. But top speed 212 stock, 755 horsepower, which is just absolutely insane. 0 to 60 2.3 seconds. Quarter mile in the high 9s. That's absolutely insane. Now I'm not sure if the car can do that in its stock form. Maybe with a set of drag radios on the back. They can run 9s, but I definitely not with the street tires. But yeah, that's pretty insane. So okay, back to stock, and I guess let's take this thing off for a drive. All right, kind of foggy out here. Pull over to the side here, rev it up a bit. Very nice. First person. You can hear the supercharger as well. Love that. To the hood. Wow. Now the real car, that center portion there is actually it's actually attached to the engine, so it's kind of like a shaker from like Mopar in that sense, the way it works on a Corvette, which is pretty insane. I really wish they would have made it move in this game. Obviously that's asking for a lot. I understand the developers probably don't want to do that, but it would have been cool if they would have made it move to make it a little more realistic. But alright, let's go for it. Forward. Tons of power. Almost lost the back end there. With traction control on. Oh my gosh. Off the throttle here, get back on it. Man, this thing is nuts. Stop. Where are you doing 150 miles an hour? Well, I guess that's what 755 horsepower does. It's just absolutely insane. Let me get around the traffic here. Wow. That's just nuts. That is absolutely nuts. Alright, let's go for a stock top speed run here. We're gonna use a nitrous at the very end. Obviously all cars on the Crew 2 come with nitrous stock if you didn't know. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, 213, 214. Holding 214 very solidly. 215. Wow, holding it there nicely. Wow, that's that's pretty incredible. That's not bad at all. That is very, very impressive. All right, now we're gonna max it out up to Perf Level 320 maxed out with the double nitrous perk. This is gonna get very crazy indeed. Alright, there we are, maxed out, Perf Level 320 at a 320, top speed up to 280 miles an hour pretty much, 279, same thing. Power almost 1200 horsepower, 1168 to be exact. That's just nuts. I mean, that's that's just insane. 0 to 60, 2.4 seconds. Quarter mile, 9 seconds flat. Oh my jeez, that's insane. That's, my gosh, the hypercar upgrades turn this thing into an absolute animal. Alright, again, double nitrous perk, as you can see there. Let's see how this thing does. This is gonna be crazy. Alright, here we go. Holy crap, almost 300 miles an hour, 299. What the heck? Oh my god. This thing is nuts. What the heck? What the heck? Oh my god. Holy crap. This thing is stupid fast. Oh. Oh my god, this thing is nuts. You know, I'm actually thinking maybe it might be competitive in the hypercar class maxed out. And the handling is very good. The turn-in response is amazing. Take a few corners here. I mean, it's got very good steering response, very good turn-in, very good traction. Look at that. Very, very nice. The brakes have a little bit to be desired in my opinion. This time on the brakes here, the brakes need to be a little bit better. I think that's like the biggest downfall I'm seeing so far is the brakes. But I mean, other than that, this thing is absolutely nuts. And we maxed out the speedometer like nothing. This thing's just crazy. Wow. $1 million though in game. That's a lot of money for this car. I mean, that's for a Corvette. So that's a lot of money. You know, it's not a Lambo or a Bugatti or something like that. I mean, this is a Corvette. And it's the thing. A lot of money for this car, in my opinion. But I think Ubisoft did a great job. Everything that they did. I feel like they should have added both the coupe and convertible so you can choose. It probably wouldn't have been much work for them. So give you both options to choose from, and I definitely prefer the coupe over the convertible. But again, that's just my preference. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.